Alright, hello, got another gameplay for you guys today, and this time I'm playing the Juggernaut. And Juggernaut's one of my favorite carries or semi-carries in this game, because he's more of a utility carry. He's got spells that help him carry with physical attacks, as well as he's got some spells that do damage. He fits this middle ground in between the two that's pretty good. Like for example, PA, Phantom Assassin, in the other gameplay I posted, is almost all melee. She's got, all spells that focus around getting close to the target and then doing auto attacks, versus someone like Skywrath Mage, who does all of his damage almost entirely in spells. So Juggernaut fits kind of the happy medium between the two, and that way he's kind of unique. So for example, he has a critical strike chance, which is his E, and it's just a passive, and it gives really good damage to his auto attacks. So he can be really powerful with just auto attacks alone, but he also has a spin, which does damage and gives him magic immunity. And he also has a healing ward, which is unique for a carry like this. And he also has a ultimate that does that is a spell that does damage. So he's very unique in that way. And that's one of the reasons I really like him. He's kind of like a full range character. And so in this lane, I just kind of want to show how to use your spells to take advantage of the best opportunities. Like, when the enemies jump you under tower, you gotta know that that's the best time to stun them or to jump on them to get the kills. Or like when your enemy's low and they find themselves out of position, that's the best time to go for the kill. Especially because right now I'm facing two ranged heroes and I'm melee, so I have to be very careful to not take too much harass. That is why I got a stout shield and a lot of regen. But Razor and Rubik can be very difficult to handle, so a lot of magical damage once they start to level up. And I'm just going to speed it up here a bit, just because the beginning can be kind of boring. I don't do a very good job of last hitting in this game, unfortunately. I think I do a better job of denying, especially early. It's just Dazzle was auto-attacking, so Lane was pushing, and against two ranged heroes. And here's like some of the moments where you can kind of capitalize. You'll see more later, so I'll slow down later, but just, when they go too far or find themselves out of position, spin to attack them. Or if you're another carry with a blink, jump forward and get as much harass as possible on them. Juggernaut's one of my favorites because you can harass, and then there's not much they can do magic-wise. There's nothing, because you're magic immune. So it's kind of free harass, and oftentimes if they're low, the only thing they can do is run. And as you can see, they've taken a lot of harass. I don't know how much regen they have. I've got still quite a lot left, and Dazzle's heal. So we're just kind of slowly whittling them down, waiting for the right moment to strike, and then soon enough they get caught out without any creeps, and then it's just easy spin. So right here I'm just leveling up my spin, because it does a lot of damage, some critical strike chance. I don't really need the healing ward just yet. It also can be a lot of magic, or sorry, a lot of mana if not used at the right times. So I was thinking, right about here, I was thinking about going around to go on them, because if I spun, I could do a lot of damage to them right now, possibly even kill them. But I didn't want to risk it just yet. Especially with Dazzle having low mana, I was like, I could be getting less hits, so it's pretty important. But here, they get caught out. It's only our creeps, so they have nothing to attack me with. They had to run, and that was an easy kill. So this is kind of what I was talking about, how to be a carry and to see the right opportunities and use them to your advantage. So right there, I saw that they were out of position. They didn't realize that they were taking a lot of damage from my creeps. They didn't have creeps, and then it was a simple spin and a kill. There's a lot of carries that can do that. Any hard carry has some sort of, damage or chase, and then you just have to find those right opportunities and really punish them for it. And also, if you notice, they're using a lot of spells, so the first thing I decided to do is pick up a magic stick, and again, using the spin to harass, another easy kill. And then, because I've an advantage since I have Dazzle, and I guess Sniper's here now too. I got some harass on Ricky, or Rubik. Mixing up the names sometimes. Also, Sniper complained, he probably doesn't, you probably can't see it in the chat because it's not the all chat, and this is a replay, but he complains that he can't go mid and we're gonna all lose if someone doesn't switch with him. And I'm fine with people saying, you know, I'm having a rough lane, need someone to switch. Swapping lanes is fine, but to punish the rest of us because, you know, you lost your lane, and to complain that like we're all gonna lose because our Sniper doesn't do well, you know, it makes me really not like you. Also, I put down my healing ward here, which is the only reason he survived. If you watch, if I showed you his perspective, he gets down to like 13 health. The ward was the only thing that saved him, and he still complains about how we didn't save him. Or help him in any way. But anyways, so I'm having a good lane here. My last hits are pretty atrocious, but I have a kill, I have an assist, I have pretty good items, and so far the game's going well. My two opponents have spent more time harassing than they have getting last hits and whatnot. And now that I've got some critical strike chance and stuff, it was a very good possibility. I get more last hits and I can even kill them. So that spin was a bit late, but I'm definitely. Oh, I thought I went after that, but I guess Dazzle gets it. But here I'm trying to get a really quick phase boots, just to get a movement speed advantage, and then I'd easily be able to chase those if I had phase boots. Like if I had more last hits and I had phase boots, I definitely would have chased that. And my spin would have also been more effective because it would have caught them out. And here, that's another thing. A lot of people don't seem to, at least, you know, in the game I've played in, a lot of people underestimate the power of runes and having a bottle. I don't know why no one does it. I guess if you're a sniper, you don't necessarily need mana. I know this Pudge does get a bottle, but that illusion rune was there for a bit of time, and he never got it, so a bit odd. Also, Rubik was kind of annoying there because his Fade Bolt reduces the damage, my damage output of my auto attack. So, and same with Razor there. When he uses that tether, he steals attack damage. So, kind of an annoying lane that way. But now that our lane pushed, even if it's under tower, I still have a better chance of getting last hits than when it was pushed. I just have to be careful.
Shut away! Dominating.
Dazzle's heals definitely help a lot, and Pudge is dominating, which kind of sucks at this point. I knew I was doing well, so I was pretty sure I could pull this game from a failure into a win, but it was becoming increasingly difficult.
Thank you.
And then here's Sniper for you guys. Yeah. This is kind of the stuff that really makes me hate people in this game. And then he TP's bot because he can't handle his lane and he's going to take it out on us. So I immediately go in because I know we've got Sniper to back us up if anything happens. The Dazzle's on a killing spree. It's freaking awesome. And then, yep, Sniper. Doing some damage. And I've picked up my phase boots. So I have a really good movement speed advantage over my opponents. And I think soon I decide to just go mid. Or actually, Pudge hooks me first. And I could have spun there to make sure he didn't use his ult or any magic damage on me, but I had a few wand charges built up and I knew he couldn't keep up with my movement speed, so yeah. And that's why Sniper's really powerful, because a lot of people don't understand his range or his damage, and if you saw Rubik just stood there and died.
Dire's
So I pick up a
structures
poor man's
are
shield here
fortified.
too. Which is pretty good. It's good damage block. Especially since I was taking constant harass. And I had a bit of mana saved up here, so use a healing ward. And I go mid
Dire's
soon.
top tower
I
has
can't remember
fallen.
when, but just because I wanted some more farm and I wasn't, getting it all the time from this lane.
Radiant's
So.
middle tower is under attack.
And I got my ult. At level 1, it's pretty poor, but I still get a kill out of it, so I was pretty happy. And Dazzle's dominating again. And yeah, I decided to go back, so I'm going to speed this up here. I was just watching my lane. Sniper getting a ton of kills, even though he shouldn't, just because a lot of people don't know how to handle snipers. And I TB bot lane. I was going to go mid, I really thought about it, but I thought I could either help take down tower or could kill Rubik, so it's just there was a team fight going on. And then again, the spin, movement speed advantage. Very easy kill. He could not disable me. He had nothing on me there. And healing ward helps a lot. And I try to save Sniper here, but Pudge does a lot of damage. But the moment he turns his back on Sniper, this happens. I should have turned around immediately, but it didn't work. And I think... Oh yeah, at this point I grab a Ring of Regen, just because I was constantly low on health, and I'd rather save my mana for my ult and spins instead of constantly relying on the healing ward. And then now I believe is where I go mid, yeah. It's because I saw a free farm, or maybe I go after Razor, I can't remember. Oh, I think, yeah, this is my first death, as you'll see coming up. I saw Razor on his own, I didn't see Rubik. I still didn't see Rubik. And then I used my ult, and I didn't have enough mana for a spin, so they could constantly stun lock me there. I still got a kill. I really don't think that was worth it, considering I was I was building towards being the carry on our team. Although Sniper was starting to pull it back because he got a few kills. But yeah, if I had enough mana for a spin, I possibly could have killed both of them there. I probably would have. Just unlucky timing. So I'm going to speed it up again. This time I'm sure I go mid here. And this Pudge is really confident because so far he's completely outlaned Sniper and he's got a lot of kills. So he's just looking to outplay me here. But I know exactly what he's looking for. He's always going to go for the hook first. So I just have to keep creeps in the way, and there's nothing he can do. I mean, there's always a few plays he could do, but I don't think he was good enough at Pudge yet to know them. So I just had to keep my distance, keep creeps in the way. Pudge can be very difficult to play against, and like there's a few close chances there, but as long as I have this movement speed advantage, and I understand that right now there's a cooldown on his hook, I can actually have a pretty good advantage. Misses his hook again. I'm too fast. Denying creeps. Basically, my goal just at this point was I want to get a Battle Fury as fast as possible. I've got all the other items I really need. I got Phase Boots. I got Poor Man's Shield. So Battle Fury's next item. I speed it up a bit. Pudge leaves because he can't even get an opening to try and kill me. Oh, it looks like he tries to go high ground here. I think he gets Witch Doctor, yep. That happens. I think I ult him here, yep. And then I spin, so unfortunately he happens to suicide, which really sucks. I write that to Witch Doctor. But, it turned out kind of well. He didn't get any kills.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And then I see top low, so I switch to a top. Kind of just narrating what's happening here. But then Slardor tries to take me head on. And with the spin, I completely avoid his stun. and then just one critical strike, easy kill. And I knew I saw someone else. I just couldn't remember where they were, and I couldn't see them on the map. But Witch Doctor manages to get them, so kind of feel like that was a waste.
Dire's bottom tower has
But
fallen.
matters not.
Thank you.
So I have a lot of gold now after that kill, so I'm getting closer and closer, and that regen was fantastic. Now I've got lots of mana. And I believe I purchased, yeah, and I think, I don't know, the courier might be bringing me my items. I cannot remember. Yes, there we go. So far so good. I'm 5-1 with 5 assists. My last hits are still pretty atrocious. For 17 minutes, having only 28. But my lane didn't really give me ample opportunity, and I'm still getting better at last hitting, so it's still good. Plus, at least I'm not just auto-attacking. You know, I'm actually working on last hitting. And I've got a lot of denies, so that's always good. Don't want to stay in that for long, don't want to lose my attack damage. And then we decide to go on him there, and I just ult. And it's a 2nd level ult now, so a lot more jumps. I can even look at it here. I have 6 jumps, that doubles the amount of jumps as before, and does a lot of damage. So, I mean, if I had realized I could have done that on my own, I probably would have earlier, but and here, unfortunately, I got creep blocked, but that should have been an easy kill. And Juggernaut gets caught out trying to
Dire's middle
go
tower
after
is
him.
under attack.
And I'm just trying to take down the tower. The healing ward really helps with the creeps too, because even though the heal is really slight, it actually really helps your push. So and here we decide to back off.
Dire's middle tower
It's
has
getting a
fallen.
bit scary. But I'm getting closer to my Battle Fury now. I have 1 item left. I don't think we're going to be able to defend this, but I spin anyways. And these guys overstay their welcome. That was pretty bad. That was easy, free kills for me.
Dire's bottom tower
7
is
and 1
under
now.
attack.
It's costing me a lot of
Radiant's
mana,
top tower is
but
under attack.
it's worth it for the kills. And I had the choice to either defend top or mid.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Unfortunately, this is kind of the part of the game where the enemy team starts to group up, and if you kind of don't group up as a team and start to, you know, change lanes and defend towers,
Radiant's top
bad
tower
things can
is under
happen.
attack.
So our team was so focused, I guess, on pushing the tower on the
Radiant's top
bot lane
has
tower,
fallen.
far tower, that they gave up 2 towers here. It's not very good for this point in the game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And I kind of want to, like, not just talk about the gameplay, but there's something else I noticed. I hope it's not a trend, but I've noticed it a few times in games. And the example I'm going to use is Huskar that I played against in a recent game. And I just don't understand why people do this. And what it was Huskar didn't level up his burning spears. And, like, for Huskar, that's a major damage source for him. Like, it's actually an incredible skill, and the fire damage continually stacks forever. Like, there's no limit on it. So it's really good for tanky heroes, and it actually does an incredible amount of damage. So to not level it up is a bit crazy on its own. And so, but I mean, if you know, if that works for him, that's fine. I get that. Especially early on, if he has his own build he wants to do, that's fine. Also, I just want to mention I got my Battle Fury now, so I actually have pretty good damage, pretty good wave clear. I start to farm a lot better now. But yeah, back to Huskar. So early on, that's fine. If you have a build that works, go for it. But it was at a point in the game, and when I realized this, that Huskor had decided to go stats over any levels of burning spears, and that kind of blows my mind, because he's taken a conscious choice right now to say, this skill is so bad, or so useless, that I would just rather not have it at all. I'd rather just, like, there's no point in it. It's like they purposely decided to develop a hero and put it in this game where one of the skills was just useless and people had to deal with it. I don't get that, especially coming from people that aren't pros at this game. You know, they're not trying to find the new meta or, you know, figure out what works best. This is just some average player that decided he didn't like burning spears. So I found that really, really odd, and I'm pretty sure that affected the game. We ended up losing, and he was our main carry, and he had no damage. So very, very odd game. And I hope that's not a trend, but this is not the only time I've seen this happen. So I don't know. Maybe write in the comments if you guys have a reason for why people would do that. It doesn't make sense to me. And here I dropped the healing ward down again. Really helps push. If you see how survivable these creeps are, it's actually pretty incredible.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And I managed to get the tower, and I just run away from Razor. And I knew I was kind of safe here at this point because I could see the enemies were defending mid tower. And really unlucky bounce there. Really, really unlucky bounce. As you saw before, easily would have killed Razor if it had only bounced to Razor. What I probably could have done in that situation that would have been smarter was if I jumped to the creep first, and then it would have jumped to Razor. But since you can't kind of predict the jumps, one of the things I do is just wait till, you know, wait till you get in the right opening. So I saw Razor was running away there. I should have waited till Razor wasn't even close to creeps, and then that would have helped a lot. It would have gone a lot better. Also, it's kind of cool in replays. I get to see where the enemies were. I was just farming the jungle. I knew if I had to, I have phase boots and spin, so I can get out. But I wasn't really paying attention to where everyone was. I didn't even realize Razor was there. I just saw this guy was low. Really good play by Omni Knight there, though. To dodge Sniper's ult. I think I do catch Razor out here. I don't think I kill him, though.
Juggernaut!
I play that kind of bad. Unfortunately. I shouldn't even have spun in the first place. Also, I'm going to be juking here because I have to dodge Pudge's hook. A lot of people always forget that when they're running away. If I didn't dodge the hook there, things would have gone really badly. But when I saw Razor there, I should have just attacked him. At a certain point in the game, your critical strike chance outweighs your spin. And I should have used the spin more as like a, you know, team fight after, like I did there.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And so at this point, we've pretty much got the game in the bag. Even though we were losing early, they kept dying to Sniper. I've been farming pretty well. Like you guys saw my farm. I'm now at 83, whereas before I was at 28 at like 21 minutes or something like that. I can't remember. But I'm starting to get some good items here. I was going for a Sanj and Yasha, I believe. So,
Monster kill!
and Sniper's on a monster kill. And I don't think Dazzle dies this entire game, so, I mean, Dazzle's got lots of kills, Sniper's got lots of kills, I'm 8-1, so this game was in the bag, 33-9.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And I absolutely recommend that people play Juggernaut. Juggernaut's a fantastic hero. I love getting the crits. I love, you know, being able to heal your team, being able to heal creeps in order to push towers. I'm gonna have another video where we have a base race and my friends playing Juggernaut, and we win simply because of healing ward and stuff. So, and his ult's fantastic. He has two skills that kind of make him untargetable almost. His ultimate and then his spin, which makes him magic immune. So he is very powerful. I can take out ancients very fast. And I finished my Sanj and Yasha here. So, I'm just kind of farming we're just waiting to kind of take out Raxus and win. And I'm not sure what I was doing here. I was planning on like what should my next item be. Like I saw they had a lot of disables, so I believe I went for BKB. If I'd been paying attention though, there was a massive fight here. I definitely could have got a bunch of kills, but sniper cleans up. So.
Triple kill.
Also, I will have another video coming up soon where I kind of show a few people you can use to counter sniper. And there you see the power of his ult. Now that it's finally leveled, how many jumps? I have 9 jumps. And you can get Aghanim Scepter to upgrade that, but that is really powerful. Pudge is by far the tankiest person on their team. Pudges always are, but and it just cleans them up. I think I'm going to speed this up again just because I basically farm until I get my BKB. And I make a kind of dumb play with the BKB, but I'll explain it when it happens. And then I do some pushing, but I see their whole team's coming to get me, so back off just a bit. Still kind of greedily farming. But I can take on most of their team right now. Especially 1v1, I don't think there's anyone that can take me. So I go on Rubik here. Then I see Pudge running away, and I have my ult up, so good kills there. Those are the kind of opportunities you want to wait for as Juggernaut. You just wait till they're caught out and by themselves, and you just ult, and you just kill people. There's nothing they could have done there. And so I go back to farming. Boring. And then here, my team wasn't doing a fantastic job of pushing. They were having some trouble taking down the towers, so I just decided to split push. I knew the enemy team would go after the larger group, and with my healing ward and all the range creeps I have, I can actually take down this tower pretty quick. So they're all focused down here. Little do they know I'm taking their top tower. And I think after the end of this push, I'm the only one that gets a Rax. And as awesome as it is to dive the enemy's base and to get a bunch of kills, if you can't walk away with a Rax, you kind of leave yourself open to counter push. I've seen teams, I've been a part of teams that have lost because of that. You get so focused on the kills that you don't take the Rax. And I think at this point I decided to join the team fight. My ult's almost off cooldown. And the Rax is almost down here too. So we could get a double Rax out of this push, this game would be over. You know, not that it wasn't already over, but... And I see my ult off cooldown. So I'm looking to jump on anyone who gets caught out. And I think this is my BKB. Yep, my BKB here. And here's the thing. Right now, if I played my cards right, I'd have 15 seconds of BKB because of spin and 10 seconds of BKB. But like an idiot, I spin and pop BKB. So 5 seconds of magic immunity were lost because I doubled up the magic immunity. I was double magic immune. I don't think it works like that, but I thought that was kind of funny. And spinning's always good to get out of that. People always, that's why Juggernaut's so awesome. People always think that they can catch you out. You know, like, that's not the first time now that Slardar's tried to stun me, but all I have to do is spin, and he can't do anything to me. He just doesn't have the damage I have. So this is pretty easy clean up here. And you can see Sniper's definitely doing a lot at this point.
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
And that is why Juggernaut is so much fun. And that's the end of the game. So thank you guys for watching. More games to come. I recommend Juggernaut very highly. I'll just show you kind of the end game scores here. So wasn't wasn't the best game, but 13-1 is a very good score. 11 assists. It's a very well played game. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.